everybody. So it's Wednesday, and let's take a turn here. I know last week we did a 3-month update, but let's take a turn and talk about something that's a little more serious, and actually a lot of people don't like to talk about it. And I figured a lot of new moms probably want to hear about something like this because it might help them feel a lot better. I was diagnosed with postpartum depression at 6 weeks. And it wasn't just postpartum depression, it was postpartum anxiety as well. My husband's boss was not really a nice person, and he forced him to go back to work right after my daughter was born. And so my husband was away at work a lot, which was good. We had pay coming in, but we didn't get to spend time together. And it's a shock. It's a shock not only to the fact that you have this adorable little creature staring at you, relying on all of your power and your stamina to live, but also it's a shock to your relationship. You go from spending all day every day with this person to spending like 2 hours at night after the baby goes to bed, and by that time you're both so exhausted that you really basically fall asleep together, and that's all the time you spend together. And it's upsetting because it hurts your feelings, and it's a lot of stuff. It's overwhelming to have a baby, especially for a first time mom. But I want to say that postpartum depression is not just depression, it's anxiety as well. And it's okay to have it, and it's okay to admit you have it. A lot of moms won't admit they have it because they feel like they're ashamed of it, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's your hormones literally are like a million swarming bees that don't know where their hive are in your body. I guess that's the best way to describe it, because my hormones are still kind of balancing out, and she's 3 months old. I uh, I am cured of my postpartum depression. I stopped taking my medication. But some days I still have my off days, and I know it because I can feel it coming. But it's hard, and don't be afraid of it, and don't be afraid to admit that you need help. Because with postpartum depression, you do need help, and you do need somebody to be there with you. You need a support system, and it's hard. Some days you feel like you're you're failing as a parent, and some days you feel amazing, and you mean you're on this huge yo-yo that is being a new parent, and it's okay to feel like that. I think doctors say postpartum depression, and we all think the I'm gonna shake my baby, harm my baby, I don't want to touch him, don't want to be around him. And I honestly feel like that's an extreme case, because I had some pretty bad postpartum depression and anxiety, and I never felt that way. But it's different for every mom. Every mom is completely different with how they feel and how they handle it. The most important thing is if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling, you're going to be feeling excessively tired, but if you feel like all you want to do is sleep, and you're anxious and you don't want to let anybody touch your baby, I would talk to your doctor about it, because that is the first step to becoming better, and it's the first step to making yourself better. And some little tips that I can say that helped me with postpartum depression is take a minute for yourself. I know this adorable little baby consumes every second, but I kind of came up with a routine to where I would take a shower every day or every other day, and I would put a little bit of makeup on, or I would leave my hair down. I wouldn't put it up, or we would go on a walk. It's not only good for you; it'll help you lose the weight, but it boosts your endorphins as well, and it's good for them. She enjoys walks, and so I get some exercise, and she enjoys going out. A lot of the times, you just have to take a little bit of an extra minute for yourself, and it helps. Even if you have to get out of the house, go to the store. I mean, I know a lot of us moms don't want to take our kiddos to the store, but just take them to the store. Don't let anybody touch them, or however your preference is, but just go walk around the mall and go walk around the store. Go do something that makes you feel good about yourself. Like for me, it's putting on clothes and putting on some makeup and even doing some stuff for my husband now that I'm clear to do that. Uh, but most of all, postpartum depression is not a terrible thing. It's not always this bad thing that this not always this bad thing that everybody thinks it is, because I know that's the first thing I thought of. But it is common, and I think it's more common than doctors want to lead on to. And if you have it, don't be afraid. Everyone has it. I think at least once, or if not, they don't have it, then they're lucky. But everyone has a feeling of overwhelmingness, or depression, or something. It's not ruining you forever. You're not going to be this ruined being because you got postpartum depression. It's kind of like initiation to being a mom sometimes, and you just gotta think about yourself a little bit. And so, with that, Miss Brooks says she could go. Just remember, postpartum depression is okay, and it's okay to be sad, but don't relish on it. Move on. Like the whatever the lady is from The Incredibles says is, don't think about the past. It distracts from the now. So try to just do something for yourself, and you'll get through it. I have faith in you, and I hit some pretty low points. So just be confident, and I know it's hard to be confident when you have just had a baby, but we're moms. We're super moms, and I really believe it. We just had a child. So sorry, she's kicking the computer. Sorry. We just had a child. We gave birth. I think we deserve a lot more credit, and we're allowed to be a little sad for a while. So, with that, hi Bree, I love you, and we'll see you on Saturday. And keep your chin up, ladies.